where the news comes first. This is News Channel 2 at 11.
New information tonight. A section of Behringer Road in Ilion is closed until further notice. A water main break to blame. Also,
I'm Caitlin Erla. Fire officials are investigating a fatal fire in New Hartford. I'll have the latest coming up.
and the cold weather causing a number of school closings and delays already for tomorrow. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Don Shipman. 8 people are dead due to the extreme cold. That's in the Midwest. We too, though, are getting very cold weather right now. So far, no major injuries locally, but it is doing a number on our infrastructure. We're going to have more on that in just a moment, but first we want to get you caught up on what's going on with the weather as we move into the overnight hours. And Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis is live in the Weather Center, and it is dangerously cold.
Don, no question about it. We're going to continue to track the temperatures hour by hour. We're also going to keep a very close eye on the wind because just a small change in wind speed will change the wind chill in dramatic fashion. We are sitting right now with a west wind at 6 miles an hour, and it feels like 12 below. We think the winds are going to pick up again as we head towards tomorrow morning, so we do expect that wind chill to get much colder. We're expecting the wind chill to average 20 to 30 below across the region, and there are some cases where the wind chill could even be colder than that, so we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Wind chill warning in effect for the entire area because of this chill. Remember, the wind chill determines how quickly you get frostbite on exposed skin. And with these levels that we're expecting, it's about 15 minutes. This is why we encourage you to stay bundled up. By the way, blizzard warning for Lewis County. Heavy snow is expected in the northern part of that county this evening. There will be some very heavy lake effect snow to talk about for the North Country over the next couple of days. But again, tracking that cold tonight, we're down to 10 below in town. The wind chill again tomorrow morning, 20 to 30 below. This is as cold as it gets. Things will start to improve, or at least turn less cold over the next few days, and we'll talk about that coming up. Don, back to you.
WKTV.com for weather anytime. And if you're on your desktop or laptop, the hourly forecast and the weather blog can be found in the weather section of that page. We also have closings and cancellations, and we do encourage you to download the News Channel 2 weather app. That way you have all the information right there on your smartphone or tablet. You can find that in the Apple App Store or Google Play. Well, the death toll from this polar vortex is climbing tonight. The Associated Press now reporting that there are 8 confirmed deaths. Now, the real cold temps are in the Midwest, but our area experiencing dangerously cold weather as well. Here's News Channel 2's Jeanne Caldwell.
The polar vortex that is sweeping the nation has caused school closings, several deaths, and even the post office in 11 states is canceled for mail delivery due to safety concerns. Here locally, school is canceled for the area's largest school district.
Officials with the Utica City School District say they canceled school because they have so many students who walk to school.
And experts say if it's too cold for you to be outside, it's just as cold for your pets.
So dogs are able to certainly tolerate colder weather outside longer than we are because they are built to thermoregulate themselves. But that, again, has to be taken into account with how cold it is out and how long they're staying outside. So when we're talking negatives, just long enough to go outside and do their thing, and then they should be coming right back inside.
Animal experts say ice can cause injuries to your pet's paws, such as cracking and bleeding.
Especially really furry dogs like golden retrievers and Newfoundlands. They have a lot of fur in between their paw pads. It's really easy for the snow to get built up and kind of burn the skin. So when they come inside, just have a little bowl of warm water, have them step in it, and that will help create that ice from building up and kind of sitting on the skin.
And even your pet's paws could be sensitive to the salt you put on the ground.
It creates a chemical reaction that allows the ice to melt. And so when your pet steps on the salt de-icer, it also creates a chemical reaction on their skin and can cause really severe burns. So they do make pet safe de-icer, and that you won't have to worry about, is worth the extra money.
Reporting for News Channel 2, I'm Jeanne Caldwell.
State fire officials are investigating that fire in New Hartford where a woman was found dead inside the home. First responders spent hours there this evening sifting through the burnt rubble. And News Channel 2's Caitlin Erla has been following this story tonight. She joins us now live. And Caitlin, we still don't know the identity of the victim.
That's right, Don, but we do know the woman who died in the fire did live there. We also know that she was found in the front of the home. Tonight, crews are still on scene investigating the cause of this fire. The fire broke out around 2 o'clock this afternoon on Arbor Drive in New Hartford. The New Hartford Fire Department and police responded, and state fire investigators were also called in. We are told this home is a total loss. When our crews first arrived on scene, this is what it looked like. Heavy smoke coming from the windows and the roof of the home. Single-digit temperatures made it difficult for firefighters fighting the flames. We were told one firefighter was taken to a local hospital after being injured during rescue efforts. Now, the name or age of the victim will not be released until family is notified, but we will keep you updated as this investigation continues. Don?
Caitlin Erla live for us tonight. Now to a section of Barringer Road in Ilion. It is closed at this hour due to a water main break. The mayor telling me that it will remain closed until further notice. A viewer snapped this picture of the flooding on Barringer Road early this morning. Now, I'm told that crews have been working all day long attempting to locate the break, then fix it. In fact, they're still at it at this hour. The mayor says that the line in question is an 8-inch main. So again, Barringer Road is closed between West Prospect and West Main. And updated information since our 10 o'clock broadcast, there's now a boil water advisory in effect. And there's also a small section of the village near the break that is without water at this hour. The Albany police officer charged with patronizing a prostitute in connection with what's being called the justifiable homicide in Utica was in Utica City Court today. Now, Christopher Keto left the courtroom after a roughly 90-second appearance, during which time the attorney for him pleaded not guilty on his behalf to the charge of patronizing a prostitute. And the judge set a new March 29th court date. Our cameras were not allowed inside. Utica police say that Keto was justified in shooting and killing Chattel Hooks of Syracuse in a Lincoln Ave apartment in Utica earlier this month because Hooks pulled a knife on him and tried to rob him. It was the company that was going to bring hundreds of jobs to Nano Utica, but Foxconn pulled out and set its sights on Wisconsin. Governor Andrew Cuomo's tax incentives, not enough. The move left state and county officials scrambling to find new tenants for Nano Utica. Now a stunning new revelation. The tech giant is rethinking plans for its multi-billion-dollar plant in Wisconsin. And as reporter Kristen Welker explains, Governor Cuomo's loss was President Trump's win, but not so much anymore.
For President Trump, Foxconn's new $10 billion plant was personal.
Foxconn.
Even marking the groundbreaking himself last year in Wisconsin.
One of the largest jobs ever built in the world.
The promise to create 13,000 jobs, many blue collar, to manufacture LCD panels for TV screens and other products. But in a surprising development overnight, Foxconn told Reuters the company is now considering significantly scaling back those plans. In terms of TV, we have no place in the U.S. We can't compete, one executive told the news outlet. Now, instead of a factory, Foxconn says it wants to create a technology hub. The state promised more than $4 billion in tax incentives.
It's devastating for the taxpayers of Wisconsin. This is something that has been hyped up, and it appears that it was all, all for show.
Tonight, Foxconn tells NBC News, we remain committed to the creation of 13,000 jobs, adding the global market environment that existed when the project was first announced has changed, but the company didn't get specific. So what are the implications for President Trump and the economy?
I think they can deduce that the president wasn't paying attention to what works in manufacturing. He's got his name all over this failure.
Kristen Welker reporting right there. Now, as for Nano Utica, Danfoss is still a tenant there. And at last check, Danfoss planned to expand its operation at the Utica site with a completion set for this year, in fact. That expansion isn't expected to add more jobs, though. Danfoss promised 300 new jobs over the course of the next 5 to 7 years. Coming up here tonight on News Channel 2 at 11, the NFL commissioner gets hit with more questions about what happened in the NFC Championship game.
I want to talk about the good, but handle the bad.
Also tonight, the race for Utica's next mayor. A familiar face enters the ring. Bill.
At the bus stop tomorrow morning, temperatures start out below zero. The wind chill will be 20 to 30 below, at least early in the day. Not too much warmer in the afternoon, a high of 7 with sunshine. Have a look at your forecast coming up.
You're watching News Channel 2 at 11 with Don Chipman, weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, and sports with Spencer Davidson. News Channel 2, where the news comes first.